Welcome to Rick's Corner. While I'm waiting for my guest this month, I have some lined up. I thought I'd throw in a little bit about getting a pump, because in bodybuilding this is what we strive for. It's how good we can pump the muscle. You know, for the younger guys, it's not a problem. I remember when I was 25, 30 years old, even 40, I'd go in the gym and I would pump my arms so much I couldn't, honest to God, I couldn't bend them. And I'm sure you guys have done the same thing. For some reason, you get that pump and you just can't move. And in my life, I always thought, that's never going to go away. That's going to last forever. I'll never be older where it'll bother me. I'll always have the great workouts. I won't have any injuries. I won't have any pain. I'll always have a great pump. Well, for the younger guys, it changes. For the older guys, you know what I'm talking about. It's just not the same. I've talked to many over the years, and bodybuilders, the big name bodybuilders nowadays that were big in the 70s and 80s even, and they say, Rick Gaspari told me the thing, not Rick Gaspari, but Rick Valente told me the same thing. He says, I don't get the pump I used to get. You know how you get older, you just don't get the pump. And it's true. It's less testosterone in your body. Maybe you're not getting enough calories. Maybe you're not getting enough protein, enough carbs. Whatever it is, there's a factor there that's just not working. The other problem might be is the fact that you've been working out for so many years that nothing really attacks the muscle anymore. This is why I've stressed so much to change your routine all the time. Once a week, try something new. Try something different in your diet. Always attack your muscle differently because it gets used to working out. It gets used to a certain exercise. I've been told by many, including Rich Piana, do 50 reps, do 40 reps, try that for a while. And I did, and for the first week I got a really good pump, and then the second week it didn't work anymore. So I decided I'm going to start going heavier again and see if that helps. That worked for a while as well, then it didn't work anymore. So over the years your body it adapts to everything that you're doing, and you've got to keep changing all the time. Now, you guys over 50 years old, 60, 70, my age, it's hard. It's really hard to get a pump. I know it. You've asked me, you've talked to me about it. I think that you should have your testosterone checked by a doctor, number one. You can get testosterone boosters. The doctor can prescribe you something because you're not producing that hormone as you did in your 20s and 30s. It's a hormone. It's not a drug that's going to hurt you at that age. It's something your body needs. No different than women taking estrogen for birth control or a lack of estrogen in their system. Now, I'm not promoting the use of steroids or that, but testosterone is a male hormone that we all have, and we have an abundance of it in our 20s and 30s, but it lessens 1%, I believe, each year. So when you reach 50, 60 years old, you're not producing this anymore. Your libido drops, you get fat, everything starts to soften on you, and it doesn't work like it used to. And you go to the gym to work out like you used to, and you don't get a pump. You walk in, you do your exercises for an hour, and you walk out saying, geez, I didn't even feel that. There's nothing worse than that feeling. It's horrible. You feel like you just wasted an hour. Now, the flip side of that, you really didn't waste an hour. You worked out. Yes, you didn't get a pump in your muscle, but your muscle still works, and it's still got to grow, and it still has to respond to what you did. Getting a pump doesn't necessarily mean you're going to gain an inch on your arms. It just feels good. So, with that being said, maybe you might need more rest. Maybe you've overtrained. I know that on days I don't train and I get a good 8 hours sleep, then Monday I go in on Monday, for example, or Tuesday, whatever day it is, I have a better workout. All of a sudden I'm stronger and get a better pump. In my mind, I think I lost something by taking that day off, but in reality, I gained something. Now, it's hard. If you're addicted to bodybuilding and training like I have been for years, taking days off, you feel you're really suffering, you're not doing yourself any good, you're really doing yourself more good. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe, but it works. You need that time to recover that muscle. Working each muscle once a week for me doesn't work. For some guys, they gain tremendously. Twice a week worked pretty well. Back in the days, 3 times a week was phenomenal. But then you were younger, and you had, I think it was like every other day you did the body, so and it wasn't that many sets, so 3 times a week worked for that time. You got to find your niche. You got to find what works for you. But getting a pump is important mentally, and it's important physically too. But in our mind, if we get a pump, we know that we did some good. Now, I'm not promoting products. It's not my job to tell you to go buy certain things. But Gaspari's Super Pump, I take it. And I take it every day before workout, and I get a good pump from that. Now, there's other products that have the same ingredient, I'm sure. I just happen to like his. And I take that with a cardio igniter, and I have my breakfast, which is egg whites and oatmeal, of course. And then I have a little bit of a protein drink, and sometimes Waxamaze, which is a complex carb, will even give me a better pump. So I can go back to that old-fashioned pump that we all strive for 30, 40 years ago. Now, you young guys don't know what I'm talking about because you're young and you're getting it and you're having great workouts, and I'm very proud of you that you're putting your time in and you're getting what you want. I'm just telling you, time goes quick. When you turn around, 40 years has gone by. For me, 50 since I started training. It's behind me now, and I'm doing all I can to stay in shape at my age. It's not easy through wrestling injuries, torn quads, torn triceps, sore elbows and shoulders. I get in there every day. I do what I have to do. I'll be 70 years old next year, and I'm still pushing. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. But that pump is important. So take what I said and listen to me and see if you can make it work for you. Try something before you work out. I always believe you have to eat before you train. I have my protein and I have my carbs before I train. I'm going to the gym on a full stomach, not full where I'm full, but at least I got gas in the tank. I'm going to run my body on that gas. I wouldn't get in my car an empty tank and go to the gym. I'd run out of gas. Same thing with the body. Now, if you're going to burn body fat, I'm told that you go to the gym on an empty stomach and do your cardio. Maybe it works for some people. I mentally feel bad doing that. I feel I need that fuel. So every one of us is different. You go to the gym, try doing the high reps for a change, like 30, 40 reps on bicep, not a lot of sets, but you might get a really good pump from that. And if it goes away, then go back to a heavy day and try that for a while. But just alternate back and forth and back and forth. And that's what I have to say about getting a pump. Try it. Write to me. Tell me. I'd like to hear your comments and how this thing works for you. My website, RICDrasin.com. I have a book, Bodybuilding for Dumbbells, $10. Try it. It has a lot of good features in there from the 70s. And also, I like to do the Bodybuilder of the Week. So if you guys feel you're in shape and you want to email me, rick@ricdrasin.com, your photo, I will pick a Bodybuilder of the Week and give you some publicity. How's that sound, right? Okay, Rich Brianna is coming back this next week, I believe. I have some other people lined up. I talked to Tom Platts. He said he'd do it. And Ferrigno's going to do it. It's just a matter of our schedules gelling with everybody else. You guys ask me to get Arnold all the time. Can't get Arnold right now. Arnold is in another world doing what he does. I've got to find a way to get him to sit down and talk to me. But I'm working on it. So stay tuned for more Rick's Corner. I'm glad you guys are out there. You're a wonderful audience. We're going to finish up this year with good stuff, and we're going to have a new year with all good stuff to come. Stay tuned for more Rick's Corner. I love you guys.
Drasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.